first down. They'll start out with Singletary. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Singletary again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. On the catch, it's Crowder. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in.
Because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And some room. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And they run here with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Cook. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Everybody acting different now, finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it down. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping, running, tearing out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like I wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Come on, let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
50's the money. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey,
18, tight end.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
2 yards. Point in quarter 1.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Check, 47. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Hurts.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
Mustang 19.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
66 yards.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 20. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for.
Touchdown, Broncos!
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
41 yards.
And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. 4 and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7-7, our score after one. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 48 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Touchdown! Albert O. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready. 15. Mike is a 15. Check back 15. Watch the blood. 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 Warrior 70. Mike's 50. Riggs. Mike 50. Mike 50. Bacon.
But first down, Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Hurts going to keep this himself.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on a passing play.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Room here to run. 20, 10, And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Andrew Beck from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's the option play now to the left. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
He'll look to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good match.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown run for Miles Sanders. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now it's Wilson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Out to his left.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. Would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The last 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams,
29 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Into the hands of Sanders.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll set up a throw.
And that's complete to Brown.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get another first down here up at midfield.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Up the middle they go with Sanders. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Second down, back to Sanders.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.